So it is the following day. So far, we have made, I think this is the 8th video. Might be wrong. Probably am. Pretty sure it is number 8. Today we're gonna do some pushing action. We'll be able to go a little bit harder today. Kind of feel it out just a little bit. Back is feeling just a little bit better. But I don't want to overdo it, so. But I think it'll be all right. So we're just gonna kind of feel it out, go through a push day, kind of get a nice work in. We're gonna do a little bit more of the new program. A lot of the exercises are the same, but I changed a lot of the different variables and stuff that I do before and after. Just because I find a lot of enjoyment in the exercises that I do. Right now it's just kind of really fun for me to be able to do those. Anyway, so far we've eaten twice today. We had first and second breakfast. If I'm not mistaken, we are at 1,100 calories. I'd have to double check the macros, but I know I'm pretty good on those this morning too. So let's jump in. I'm hoping that I can start doing boxing training again soon, but we'll see what happens. I know there's a lot I can do that probably won't affect my back, but right now I'm just going to kind of focus on this for the next couple of weeks and then maybe start adding a little bit of boxing here and there. So let's get into it. Well, I did core work, I warmed up, got everything activated. We're gonna do a light set of bench. This is one of my warm-up sets, nice and light. We're gonna give this a shot. The song's ending. I'm scared what's gonna play next now that I've chosen to start recording at this moment. But we're gonna give this a shot. I feel my deep in there getting all tight because I learned a really good, safe, stable way. Because for me to be able to bench after my old injury has taken a long time. So I'm really nitpicky about the advice that I was given because I want to be able to bench. And it's really the only thing that's allowed me to get back into benching. And I'm back up to 225 and that's feeling pretty light. So I'm just really picky about how I do it, but to do that form, I have to tighten my glutes and it's not a fan. So let's do this, see how it feels. Like I said, everything today's gonna be how it feels. We're gonna go based off all that. It's amazing if I take any extended period of time away from doing weight that I'm really comfortable with doing. It feels just so much heavier. It's so much harder to do. Oh, this is super light. Whew. But get to the end there, I can feel everything slowing down. Doesn't mean I can't do anymore, I just feel it slowing down, so I notice that the fatigue is setting in. So we're gonna up the weight, do another set, and go from there. I feel like most likely I'll probably be able to go up to 185 today. And that's probably where I'll end up capping, which is just fine. I have programmed 2 sets of 6 reps, and I know to find a challenging 6 reps I need to get to 225. But I'm still not 100%, and even though I really want to stick with my program, I don't want to aggravate this. Oh, I just don't want any more setbacks. So, let me get these in there. Sleepy. It's pretty interesting that lifting the effects mentality on the mental state of lifting weights and how positive an effect it is. And sorry, the music's distracting me. It was really hard to talk. Started zoning out. I was like, oh. So, you know, because I know if I don't lift, I get very irritable and upset. So it's very, very important to be able to go through and do a workout. So, and I know a lot of other people are like that too. I mean, you know, big part of it's the, you know, the chemicals that it releases when you work out. It's a lot of dopamine. Pretty sure. You don't actively use knowledge. Sometimes you get a bit rusty. Right now's a little bit of a dry spell for having to use all my knowledge. So, feeling a bit rusty with all the terms and phrases, examples. So, alright, time to do this set. We're gonna give it a shot. Good to go. Yep. Okay. Alright. I noticed I felt a bouncing on a few of those reps, got a little bit much. That's because I got overconfident. I was like, man, this is light. So I was letting it bounce just a little bit. So on that last one, I gave it a little pause and pressed it out. Now, you know, a big debate when it comes to bench is arch versus no arch. And you know, a little bit of arch creates stability, right? And people's biggest complaint is the people who have really big arches when they're benching. They're like, they move the bar like 2 inches. And, you know, the thing is they've trained their body to make it work as efficiently as possible to be able to move the weight that they want. I know, very controversial. Most people, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I know that. So I'll put a little trigger warning there before saying it. But, you know, I used to bench really flat, very small arch, and I never had any issues with it. However, when I had my incident, which was just due to poor thinking before I went in to go work out, I should have made sure that the environment was safer than it was before I went in and did everything and jacked everything up. Is when I started back, of course I still benched pretty flat. But to mark all the cues to do this new form that I'm doing, you know, I gotta be mindful of so many different things, and I have to create a little bit of an arch for more stability. That way I can bench without an issue. And, you know, I wish I'd never been hurt because I was stronger than ever. Before I did get hurt, I was really proud. I had a typical gym bro split way back when, so I pretty much just did upper body all the time. So, whew, yeah, I got one more set in this, and then I need to do something else because doing the cues and activations does not leave any of this happy back here. So I'm gonna go one more time. But you know, before I got hurt, I was very flat on the bench, and my deadlift and squat suffered for it. So, you know, now that I have this injury, they're gonna have to take a back seat. But apparently, according to how my form needs to be for this, to be able to bench again and get stronger than I was even before, it's gonna take a while. but even this affects my back. So squat and deadlift are gonna take a hot minute before I can get back to them, just because this is annoying. And yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, lifting should be about building the body up, no matter what your goal is. It doesn't need to be bodybuilding. It can be, you know, strongman, CrossFit, Olympic swimming. The goal is to build the body up. You know, if you're in a competition, I can see you being willing to lay it all on the table. But if you're just training, play it smart. So we just gotta roll with the punches. And if playing it smart means you need a little bit of an arch to bench safely, then I'd probably say you should have a little bit of an arch in there. So I'm not saying the Lucky Charms rainbow, but you know, again, it's about building the body up, so do it safely. Be progressive, just do it safely. I did my shoulder press exercise, or just read the program. I've done some of the exercises out of order, even though I wrote it. But, you know, I'm just trying to prioritize what I do want to get through today. And shoulder press went just fine, did higher volume, shorter breaks. And now we're going to do some dips. Already done one set. And felt pretty good. I started feeling my lower back, my hip decompressing. So I started feeling that like weird pain that like if you sit on your leg for too long and you get up and like, oh, it's like the same pain. I don't know if that made any sense, but it's what it's like. So time to do another set of these. I really like these. I just love dips. It's one of my favorite calisthenic exercises. If not my favorite, it's between pull-ups and this. I want to learn how to planche, but I'll get there. So yeah, those felt good. Ooh. Realistically, I should add a little bit, a few more reps, but it feels just fine for today. Today I'm just kind of priming everything. I mean, when I got to the top set of bench, I had to break it up into 2 sets to do my reps. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I miss an exercise for the week and going back the following week, significantly weaker. So weird. One thing that personally I just don't understand yet, so I have a lot to learn. I know a lot, just not a lot to learn. So you know, I'm trying to work basically my shoulders, my triceps, and my pecs through full range of motion all the way around the movement. So range of motion and being functional in range of motion is such a big thing. So it's really important to make sure that your range of motion is as much as it can be. Like if you're going for powerlifting, clearly you don't want to be super flexible and you don't want to stretch out. You know, static stretching right before you go for a PR. There's a lot of rules and stuff that goes into this with different conditions, but being strong in a full range of motion leads to just being an overall really strong lifter. And back when I was benching, because I used to do 5 sets of 5 with 275. It's very, very comfortable. I remember I hit it, but I wasn't taking my recording very seriously back then. So I think the highest I got with the video series back when I was up to those numbers, I was either at 255 or 265 for a couple sets, I think of 3 or 4. And then I got up to 5 sets of 5, I believe, with 275. It might have been 4 sets of 5. And it was really easy. I was just about to go for a 285, give it a nice run for multiple sets, higher volume. And of course, I've learned a lot more since then. I just had a methodology where is if I could get X amount of volume, then I could go up X amount of weight. Well, Y amount of weight, you know, different variables. Because the weight would be different for squat if I could do so much volume with the weight that would go up versus bench. Same, and it would even be different for deadlift. So, and it worked out as a very straightforward training methodology, and it felt really good. So, but here we are at square zero. That's what it feels like, and we're gonna keep working through. So now I'm probably gonna go ahead and do some incline dumbbell press, followed by some triceps, followed by some other exercise that's on the program. Okay, so we're gonna do some incline dumbbell press. What I like to do is, because a couple of people have shown me a couple of case studies of which angles work different fibers better. And so the clavicular fibers for your clavicle or your collarbone, however you want to say it, it's the same thing, is keeping a low angle like this and keeping that elbow under. So I love doing incline dumbbell press with a supinated grip and just powering through, and it makes a big difference. All my clients really like that variation. I didn't work up to it, but a lot of lifters shave, because you start getting a little friction. That hurts. It's got a little friction, you're just pulling everything in there. It hurts. That wasn't as many reps as I wanted to do, but my chest feels aggravated, and it's been months since it's bothered me. Again, feels like my body's just feeling a bit worn out, a bit tired, so everything I'm doing over the past 3 weeks now is heavily reduced from what I was doing. So I'm trying to rest even more. I might just have to cut it back a little bit more until I can feel better. That overall volume question, how quickly are you recovering? So most likely I just need to reduce the volume for a little bit longer, focus on some more mobility work and stability work before I continue to pursue more strength efforts. And just focus on a lot of stability, which it wouldn't be bad. I just thought it'd be redundant. The reason why I haven't done it is because I thought it'd be pointless to continue to do that right now. But the more I move into it, the more I see that I probably do need to do a little bit more stability work. Kind of build everything up, do some more centrics, some isolation, isometric movements. Strengthen everything up a little bit before I get back into lifting, even moderately heavy. So, most likely, what I'll do is I'll get my old rehab program out and start moving through that. Build everything back up. I just really don't want to have to go back to it so soon. But the body wants what the body wants. And the body needs what the body needs, so. I think that's just what I'll have to do for a little while. Oh, it's very, very frustrating. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know. Sometimes you gotta go through it to learn something new and be better by the end of it, so. I think that's what's happening here. Just time to learn and prepare. It's crazy. It's crazy. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. You know, the more I think about it with this film the way it is, I'm just gonna do triceps, we'll just do some push downs. The bar's out of the way so I can scoot back just a little further. But, because this, somewhere in here, is aggravated, I'm not gonna do flat bench. I need to see if there's any post-workout routine stuff that I need to do here in a second, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna knock out some triceps. And I think that's it. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I think we'll call it. Yeah, it feels pretty good. You know, about 20 reps. Just get the blood flowing there. Nothing too heavy to tax the connective tissue or anything, just kind of metabolically work the muscle just a little bit. Really get it efficient at being higher in endurance, so why do I need that? I'm also training to have endurance. That way I'm not just a pick up heavy thing, be done. I want a mixture of, you know, just a well balance of overall athleticism. High endurance, speed, strength, power. So we're trying to balance everything and program it, different mesocycles. It does work, it's worked in the past. I just need to really dial down. And I know I can do it, I've done it before, I have more injuries now, so. Life is life. And you gotta kind of roll with the punches. I'd feel less guilty if I got injured due to just not knowing something or just not following my own advice. Everything was just so accidental. It's very frustrating. So, next up. It's one of those feelings where you don't really feel the fatigue. You can just feel that movement just dissipating. Where it's like, it doesn't even feel like I'm moving it, and you can tell it's just moving slower and slower. Ooh, it's probably my least favorite thing. But yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap this vlog up here today. And if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know down in the comments. If anything that you'd like me to cover, or if there's an interesting topic. In general, if you have any suggestions of stuff I could cover. You know, I'm starting the series pretty early on. I'm still very fresh, so I'm open to ideas. So, like, subscribe, comment, ring that notification bell. And see you guys in the next video. Thank you again so much for supporting the vlog series. Yeah, today's video is definitely there's not as much in it. Just you know, I'm just, you know, doing a lot of this and having a lot of accountability with it. Today just, it's not one of those days. So, gave it my best go. We're gonna call it good. I feel satisfied I was even able to work out at all, so I'm happy. We're gonna stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next video. And stay smiling. Oh, maybe that'll work. Stay smiling.